Chimigwich to everyone for sharing everything that you did. Usually, and I kind of build some time in for this, usually that part takes the longest, just talking about what we are hoping to get out of this, because we're coming into this really unknowing. Yes, I wrote up a description. This is what we're going to do. Learn how to really connect on the land from an Indigenous person, and really talking about Indigenous ways of knowing and being, and how we're not all a monolith, but also we're very similar in a lot of different ways. And if you take kind of the base of what we're covering today, you'll kind of be good across the board no matter where you're from. So if I'm getting eaten alive, as we're chatting about, say for science, there's certain things, Indigenous medicines, that we can touch on. If we're talking about language arts, there's a lot of folks we can learn about, a lot of strategies we can utilize, oh goodness, to make this a great workshop, but also for your students to have a great time. That's really the goal, right? We want our students to be fully engaged. We want them to be enjoying what they're doing and really telling their friends, hey, oh my goodness, we did this. Like, we actually went outside today. We connected. We learned about, birch trees. There's a lot of birch trees here in Ontario. Not so many out in BC. Talking about different trees. What is the birch bark for? It is used for medicine. I don't know exactly how, usually in a tea, wrap it around a sore, but the actual science behind it, I would have to go and learn that knowledge. So I know a little bit about a lot of things. I'm slowly getting eaten alive, but really excited to share this knowledge with you. So we're going to touch on, there's another worksheet I sent out as part of your package. I have some extras up here at the front for the folks who are with me, if this was a live one, or it's emailed to you again. It was emailed just before our session started, just in case you misplaced that original email, because that's usually what happens to me, so no shame. Always want you to have all the resources, and just make sure we're all fully ready to go and have fun today. It is a bit of a longer session, and I've broken it up into little bits and pieces just to make it a little bit more digestible, because we're all from different backgrounds. So I want to cover a lot of different things, but I also want to do it in a way that folks know that I'm coming with authenticity, and I want them to enjoy their experience. So we'll touch on, I see a few more hands up, or raised hands on the Zoom. I want to make sure that everyone has a chance to ask their question before we move on. So that's kind of how we will go. Usually I always build in time, like basically after session. I call it after session care, because really I can't just dump all this on you and be like, okay, see you later, have fun connecting to the land, bye. You're like, oh, we just learned about oh my goodness, like that's some tough subjects we talked about. We were talking about this, talking about that. How do we connect? And then I just let you go. Definitely not. So we do have some work, and we will be connecting a few times along the way, just to make sure you are getting what you need out of this. And I'm making sure that I can see that you're learning what you need to learn. And if you have any other questions, concerns, my email is on every single sheet. Even right now, you think of something, that's cool. Email me, I'll check it when I check it, and you'll get a response. Usually I try to do within 72 hours for certain students in that cohort. So if we're working together right now and you have some questions, I'll follow up with you rather than some other folks. So if you kind of prioritize that, you are my top priority right now. Definitely want to make sure you're getting all the information that you need on such a beautiful night. Hopefully you're enjoying it from all the bugs that are eating me. So we're going to touch on all the different subjects, but what I'm going to do is group you. So all my science friends, you're going to hang out together. All my language arts, writing, composition folks together. Any technology, there depends how many there are of you. You might be grouped in with either our science, or we have some engineering folks as well. So we might do a really big group and then get some really cool ideas. So I love mixing everyone together, but I know that we can't all be in one big group. We don't get to share our ideas enough. So I'll have a few breakout rooms. We're gonna go chat about some different ideas. What do you do now? And what do you want to be doing? And maybe you're just unsure of how to go about it. Maybe you just want some more ideas. So we have about, I say 20 about 20 minutes, say 30 minutes to go into your breakout groups. I've sent you some other questions. I've posted them into the breakout groups and into the comments, like the little chat box there, so you can copy and paste, and then when I go to each group I'll post them again so you can have a reference there. Answer a couple of these questions, see what y'all are interested in, and then we'll come back. I'll scoot you back here in about 25-30 minutes, because I know once you get into the ideas you don't want to stop. So we'll go into some ideas and then we'll come back out, discuss that, and then get into the next part of our day.